What made George Springer such a tough out for you guys this series?
Yeah, him and a couple others really hurt us this series without question. Looked like the first one, Clark trying to get a sinker in, just left it up and out over that he drove the other way. And then, he was able to get to Weave again, just kind of, timing up and getting on top of that good riding fastball. So, he hurt us this week and was a big difference in this series.
Clark gotten any testing the last few weeks when he was feeling that stuff?
No.
What have you seen out of Luke since he came off the injured list?
Yeah, some good. I like where actually some of his pitches are. I feel like his velo's where it needs to be. The profiles are there. Some righties have gotten him a little bit. So it's just about, for him, that next level of execution, getting it to some spots. After the strikeout of Barger the other night, kind of didn't have anywhere else to go with the bases loaded there. So, they've got to a couple pitches at the top of the zone, probably that next level of execution. I feel like the profiles are there, the velo's there, the changeups looking like it's pretty good. So I don't think it's that far off, especially, from even the start of the season where we've seen the velo kind of tick up a little bit.
Your understanding it's a long season. Every team is going to have adversity throughout the course of the season. But do you feel like this team has been playing with a sense of urgency?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, it's no fun going through it. It sucks when you get your ass kicked in a division rival series on the road. But we're ready-made for this, and we will get through this. We obviously know we need to play better. We need to do better. I really like the way we swung the bats in this series. Hopefully that's a sign of us kind of really getting it rolling a little bit. But we will stick together through this and again, embrace the adversity of it. This will make us stronger as we navigate through the season. I know nobody likes hearing that, or it sounds like, but that's what this is. We know this week's coming for us. We know this time is coming for us, and it'll make us stronger, especially as we rally together.
What's the biggest concern right now, would you say?
I mean, obviously some attrition a little bit. Cruiser goes down the other day, a couple guys like that. So, and then you have a couple short starts, and we played a 16 in a row, the off day 10 in a row. So you're kind of playing catch up all the time, and the bullpen's a little bit taxed. Even on a day they're available, it's like the workload's still pretty high. So, those kind of things, where, that is part of the challenge of the 162 sometimes, and you get into these long stretches where a couple outings you're trying to play catch up and obviously trying to win games too. So, but again, that's part of it. It's not kind of every team has to deal with that at times of the season. So, we gotta get a couple guys right, and settled, and hopefully, we're on the way to doing that.
When you say that you're built to deal with this, what makes you say that? It's either winning experience in the past or veteran leadership?
Part of that, I know this group. I know the trust they have in one another. I believe in our process, and again, we even just talked about it in there. Just like this all part of it. Like, bring it on. Like, you got to embrace the challenging times of it, especially playing in New York. Like, that's coming for you. But we lean into that all the time. I know these guys are prepared for it. I know these guys will handle it, and we'll be, a quick turnaround tomorrow and try to be ready to go tomorrow on 4th of July.
You spoke to the group?
I just, real quick, hit him a couple.
Anthony's really struggled over these past few weeks offensively. Do you feel like he's searching a little bit at the plate?
Some days I feel like are really good. Like yesterday, I felt like he got a couple of good swings off where he hit a couple balls to the wall in this series. He got a couple hits. Bassett's a tough draw for the righties, especially. He can really, mess with your timing a little bit. So he's been a little inconsistent. I feel like there's days where he's starting to get it rolling again, and then days where, a couple struggling at bats. So got to keep working with it and get him through it.
When you're watching them in times like this in the locker room, do you want them to be mad? Do you want them to be calm? What are you looking for?
Well, for the most part, I'm looking for, like, unfazed. I don't want us to flinch. I want us to come here ready to prepare. You know, I got that prepare, compete, win. Like, we're preparing to go out there and compete our asses off, and I know if we do that well enough over time, we're going to win. So trust me, when you're living this life, whether it's manager, coaches, staff, certainly players, like, it's hard. It's not fun. Like, we work really hard every day and all season long to, you know, it's about shaking hands at the end of the day. And when you're going through a tough stretch, it's not fun to do that. It's not fun walking back in here, but you got to be able to handle it. You better be able to handle it. And I know our guys do. And I know our leadership in that room will make sure we especially stay tight during these times. And we'll get through it because of the people we have in that room. And that's, you know, there's been years where we haven't been equipped to go through this. That group is, and we will.